sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. A false start backs him up 5. First and 15. Cousins gives way to Cook. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
The Viking ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And 11.
On second down, it's Cook. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They run. Cook. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
At the Texans' 40-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now he finds his first carry. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
A gain of 2.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
He was taken down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Watson on third down. He'll buy some time right. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 40 now on second down. Watson flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. The rookie Jeff Gladney picks it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big pickup of 38.
On the play.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
Dalvin Cook, the ball carrier.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
On second down, Cook. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
First down. Here's Cousins. Complete. Smith has it. 3 yards the gain there. Second down. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 17-yard line.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Amir Abdullah, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Vikings 7, Texans nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. He's got Fuller. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Complete. It's Johnson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Call that a very strong gain at 24. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Watson. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Now we've got movement up front. And I think this is going to be on Minnesota. And that'll set them back 5. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Cook. Room here to run. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the run, and he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Dula, the ball carrier.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Lets it fly for Thielen. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Got to get to the 26 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 22-yard line. Cousins to his tight end Rudolph for a Viking 1st down. Cousins on 1st down. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And they'll get this down to the 10. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brought down at the 2-yard line. It's a gain of 8.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Vikings 14, Texans nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here comes Cobb. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Watson. Being chased out left. Johnson's got it complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He's letting it. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans draw a bit closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
Amir Abdullah on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. In on the stop, Vernon Hargraves.
The ball carrier.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. To throw, Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And the Vikings first down.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
For Adam Thielen, incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Tried to go back again to Adam Thielen, but now it's 3rd down.
Because it's 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Cousins. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
For Adam Thielen, incomplete. It's 4th down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Running for it, here's Cook. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Switch it. Come on, switch it. 24! Where you at? Who's that? Is that you? 54! Who's that? 19 right. Hey.
Throwing again is Watson. Forced out to his left. He's letting it fly for Cooks. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Again, it's Cook. And he's got Rome. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there out of Cook. 54 yards on the ground.
A pickup on the play.
Well, this game's ripe for the taking, and that run, I think it means he wants to take it.
Not only does he want to take it, he doesn't care what they're going to do on the defensive side of the ball. You can be prepared for him. He's coming at you anyway.
Nula, the ball carrier.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. That's going to set him back 5 yards. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll try to throw now. Cousins looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he will have a touchdown.
Justin Reed.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have the coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much, Lester?
No, because this is exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down.
Cousins now to throw on first down. They've got his man complete.
Ooh, he's running.
Touchdown, Vikings.
Cousins pass.
Adam Thielen. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have tied it. They can grab the lead with a PAT. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes Cobb. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Second and 6.
On second down now, it's Hines. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
A gain of 3 brings up 3rd and 3.
They run again with Hines. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
The line of scrimmage.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Abdullah to return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Vikings will take over here first and 10.
18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Now Cousins.
First down.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Second and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Now a run with Cook. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
A gain of 14.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. 1,000-yard rusher a year before in the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
Back now in Houston. And we've got a dandy here. A one-point game as we begin the fourth.
Vikings 21, Texans 20.
Second and 11 now. On the carry, it's Cook. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. A loss of one, now a loss of two, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. To throw is Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that's caught inside the 30. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kyle Rudolph. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
And And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it, and he goes out right around the 39. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Pass complete from Watson to Akins. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
At the 31-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hey, 31!
From the gun, Watson flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. Oh, no, he lost the football. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. This is Hines. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for first. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Texan first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Watson steps away to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brought down.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Dancing to his left. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there in the final minute. And now the Texans are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game. A big spot now for the Texans as they'll try for 2. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
To kick off.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they... And this is going to be intercepted. Hargraves with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
After the interception, here's Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. This is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown. Forget overtime. They're going to win the football game right now.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Taken in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
Today's final score, Texans 30.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly.